Hey guys, I'm Tommy Genesis, and you're watching First Times on the Fader. I was like in this little kid band when I was little. I was probably like 11. It's like these girls I had met at, it was like not Sunday school, but it was like youth group. I remember being like, let's start a band. And they're like, yeah. And I was showing them all my poems, and I remember them being like, this is really good. And I was so proud. Like I was like having the best day because somebody liked my songs. They were songs, but they didn't really have music to them. They were just like little poem songs. That was probably the first time I was like, oh, feeling myself. I still remember them. They're really embarrassing, so I'm not gonna recite them for you, but yeah, I definitely named our band God's Girls. I always tell people that because I think it's cute. I used to do weird performance art. There would be like an assembly and I would just like get up on something and just start like doing, like, I guess it was rapping at the time, but I would just get up and do like these impromptu things in art school. Me just being like, what if someone just disrupts this? Like, why do we have to sit so still? Like, why do we have to listen to you? I was like really into just like asking those questions and like pushing those boundaries. So when I was like in grade 3, and I remember there being assembly once and everyone just sitting, and I was just sitting there just being like, I wonder what would happen if I grabbed that mic. I was little, so I like ran up on the stage, grabbed the mic, and started yelling into the mic, everybody shut the up. And I don't know how I knew those words. I think like I had some kids like in my school who were like, you know a bad word, because my parents are like really just like pure and good people and like don't, I mean, okay, I don't know, don't swear, but sometimes swear, whatever. But I just remember doing that, and then someone just like ripping me off the mic, and I'm holding onto the mic, and I'm like, no, let me go. They sent me home with like a slip. I don't know what happened, but I went home and I just like threw it out, and my parents never found out what happened until later. And I was like, remember that time? They were like, what time? Like, you did what? He had a show in Vancouver, and we just met up because he had been wanting to make a song. I had like really random music online. I don't even remember, but we got in the studio for like an hour, and then he went back to Atlanta, and that was when we made Vamp. And then like a month later, he was like, oh, I'm gonna put it on my album. I was like, okay. Because at that point, I wasn't making music like that. I was actually running a gallery and doing a lot of art stuff. Like I wasn't even in my music headspace. And then that song came out, and he literally just texted me being like, oh, do you want to be an Awful? I was like, okay. So I would go to Atlanta and just like hang out with everyone, make music. Shout out Awful Records, honestly. Like that really is probably the reason I'm making music, because I wasn't really gonna do it otherwise. I'm good with or without it, but then of course I'm having fun doing it.